actually, walked along the beach. Obviously, I was just wearing workout shorts and running
Right.
shoes.
Okay.
And I took my tank top off. But when we walked back, we didn't walk back on the beach. We walked back on the streets out on the Peninsula Point.
Right.
And because I was kind of in and out of shadow and sun walking back to the pier, I actually put my tank top back on because I was so cold.
Well, and when one finds one's self in a absolutely freezing situation, as you described it, what else to do but grab your tank top, right?
And put it back on. Yeah, I was just
Exactly.
when I took that picture, the tank top, of course, was off. But no one wants to see that.
No, but the toes thing, and again, let me describe that or explain it real quickly to people who have not seen those images. Housem has a tendency when it's not freezing cold, if he's lying on a lawn chair or whatever heavy beach chair on the beach, he tends to take pictures of whatever is in front of him, but his feet are always in the shot.
Yeah,
So
let me just tell you something, Mike. Lawn chairs are something that people in the Midwest use.
I knew as soon as I said that, I said he's gonna jump my ass for that.
Lawn chairs, yeah.
Lawn
I
chairs.
don't even know what a lawn chair is.
Because you don't have lawns in Southern California, right?
No, real estate's too expensive. Yeah, so the chairs that we use are 5, 6, 7 inches off the ground. Those are the kind of chairs we use in Southern California at the beach. We don't use lawn chairs, Mike.
Okay, there we go. Hey, listen, I want to ask you about something because this is going to probably take us longer. We're not going to be able to get all the way through. But in light of what we opened with, the situation with the random shootings of police, uh, Barack Obama, and this is from the Right Mike's time to suspend disbelief department. Barack Obama, Housem, says that the U.S. is now less racially divided than when he took office. Did you see that?
I saw that story, and I just think that, well, I think that obviously there's a level of gratitude that we owe to the man for that, clearly. And then secondly, it was funny, I have a bunch of different email addresses, right? I've got MP
Right.
House, I've got my business one, I've got the one I use for Apple, I've got the Right Mike's one. And so I was frantically going through all of my different email addresses, and I actually apparently missed that memo.
It's just, I mean, you can't make it up. Um, there's another one, and we're not going to have time in this half hour. I don't think probably today, but maybe we can hit it tomorrow. But the stuff he brags about having accomplished. I put up a non-related quick post on Facebook the other day, and I said, I don't know which is worse, Obama lying or delusionally believing the words that come out of his mouth. Bloomberg political survey this month, majority of Americans, 53%, feel interactions between white and black communities deteriorated. You can go on and on and on. You don't even have to get into, well, it's been exacerbated, as we said, Trayvon, Mike Brown, Eric Garner, the cop shooting. And of course, I'm sorry, but Brock, if I had a son Obama, if I son looked like Trayvon Obama, Eric, my people, Holder, Sharpton, Jackson, on down the line, fanning the flames all the way. How can this guy with a straight face, Michael, say that race relations in this country are better now than they were when he took office? How can he say that?
Well, I think what happens, Mike, is that is I mean that's part of the game. Is that he makes a statement like that, and then what does it look like when people respond back that are creating an argument? Um, that's the difficulty of, well, what's it? If you restate a falsehood
What's the
sufficient
Goebbels
amount
thing?
of
Yeah,
time.
if you tell a lie long enough and whatever, big lie long enough and whatever, people will ultimately believe it. I'm paraphrasing it. This is Joseph Goebbels, Goebbels, as it were. I call him not Goebbels, but Obama. It's the emperor's new clothes syndrome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his followers. If he says it, it must be true because the one said it, so we have to believe it.
Yeah, and I mean that's exactly what it is, and it puts. I mean, imagine the narrative that then creates. So, a handful of folks on Fox or the guys that honcho the Right Mike's radio show, then look like just total jerks. Responding back to the president and dragging facts into the conversation. I mean, that's part of the game, to stand up and
No, there's
say,
no
"Hey,
question. No, there's no question. And he knows he's preaching to that choir. I've said also for years, this guy could set George Bush on fire, paint the White House red, or whatever the colors. No, I'm not going to go there. Red, declare himself a fill in the blank. And what, 75% of the people who rate him with a high approval rating right now would just follow blindly along. I mean, it's incredible. You talk about cult worship. It's the closest it's ever come in this country, in my humble opinion.
Oh, no question about it. And the statements, it's no different than we've got the longest consecutive number of months where there have been job growth. I mean, I'm messing around with what he said, but it was
For
something
sure.
along the
No,
lines of
he did say that.
yeah, it's one of those things that, well, it's true, but um, and
Well,
what it does is it.
listen, it's true, but he doesn't talk about what those jobs are. The vast majority, some studies say virtually all of them, job growth to immigrants. The vast majority of those jobs, be they immigrants or to whomever else, low-paying jobs. He doesn't say there are a record. This is like what is this, 36-year record still being met this year of highest number of Americans no longer in the workforce in the country. As we speak, nearly 93 million. Listen, I mean, the rest of the story doesn't matter to this guy.
No, not at all, Mike. Oh God, not at all.
So, all right, tomorrow, okay, I got to take a deep breath because we got Dan coming on. But tomorrow I want to talk some more about his year-end braggadocio, because he also said, and this is just a teaser for tomorrow, but that because of his actions, the world is a safer place, Michael, than it was when he took office.
Well, you know what? I actually had pulled up an article, a guy that put in the Guardian just the other day, saying that we're at the world is better than it's ever been. But I'm not sure I would say that it's due to Obama. There may be coincidence does not necessarily imply causality.
Well,
Okay, so as we are here, let me finish this up here, Mike, because we're just about out of time. We're just about to go on to a break. However, before we get to the news, please know Dan Joseph is going to be on right after the break with us. You've been listening to The Right Mics with Miller and Hausum. Thank you.
Hi, this is Taylor, and while you're listening to all the other great shows here on Vigilant Liberty Radio, be sure to check out my show on Saturday nights called Saturday Night Cigar Lounge. You never know what we're going to talk about. It's always a fun time. That's Saturday Night Cigar Lounge, Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, here on Vigilant Liberty Radio.
At Independent Journal Review, we publish news that is objective, fair, and entertaining. As one of the top websites in the United States, it's our duty to bring the absolute best to our readers. Readers like you. IJReview.com, your number one source for news and entertainment.
Hey, this is Alfonso Rachel with 20 Pound Sledge and PJTV Zone Nation, and you're listening to VLR.
Hi, I'm Dustin Hoyt with America Our Way, and you can hear me right here on Vigilant Liberty Radio at 10/9 Central on Thursday nights. We bring you the best in political commentary from the right-wing, conservative, libertarian perspectives coming together and bringing the best content on the internet. Be sure to tune in every week for your favorite shows. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Hi, this is Matt Lewis from the Daily Caller, and you are listening to Vigilant Liberty Radio.
At Independent Journal Review, we publish news that is objective, fair, and entertaining. As one of the top websites in the United States, it's our duty to bring the absolute best to our readers like you. IJReview.com, your number one source for news and entertainment.
Going on?
You guys are on the air. Hello.
All right. This has been a great day. So we take, 6 days off. The gremlins are in the computer's big time. Anyway, welcome back to the Right Mics with Mike Miller and Michael Hausum. Jessica, we're waiting for a call back from Dan, correct?
That's right. We'll get him on. I'll let you know as soon as he's on.
Okie dokie. Anyway, Hausum, so yeah, you think I'm a little more fired up today? Should I be more kind of in a glide path? We're still kind of in the holiday. Should I be more a glide path towards the first of the year or what?
You know what, man? I think you're a nice counterbalance to me. I had an amazing dinner last night at Mastro's Ocean Club with a big glass of wine, and I'm still recovering from just copious quantities of amazing food. You ever been to a Mastro's before, Mike?
I have not. What type of food is it?
It's a steakhouse. Mastro's is owned by Landry Restaurants, and think a higher end version of Morton's.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so super. I think my New York strip was $54. Let's put it that way.
You're a racist capitalist. Anyway, we have now back on the line. We had a little bit of a connection problem. Media Resource Center, lots of stuff. Dan Joseph joins us. Dan, how are you today, man?
I'm doing great. How are you two Mikes doing?
Well, we're doing well. We've had some gremlins in the system for a while, but that's why they have that bumper sticker. But so yeah, you man, I'm glad to have you on.
Thank you very much.
Brent Bozell's Media Research Center. I mean, if you guys not familiar with MRC, been looking after liberal nonsense in the media for quite a while, quite a long time. Dan is listed as the sister site, right? CNS News, MRC TV correspondent. But, and Dan, as you know, listen, Dan's videos on MRC, for those of you not familiar, the best comparison I can do is if you watch the O'Reilly Factor, you got Waters World, except Joseph knocks the cover off the ball. And as Dan knows, as does Michael Hausum, every time, and I think we put most of Dan's videos up on IJR, they also knock the cover off the ball. So anyway, listen, in a second, I want to play a couple clips from a couple different types of your videos. But before we get there, Is anything kind of setting you off right now? I mean, the fallout, from Ferguson and what happened after the shooting of the police in New York City. You have Obama bragging about himself. We talked about that in the first segment. Everything he says he accomplished. Anything setting you off?